SureFire has everything in your life that you need and the tier 1 operator in your life needs. And today we're talking suppressors, the real quiet stuff.
That's
what do you got?
So we got our brand new RC3 line. That's the SOCOM556-RC3, and this is the SOCOM556 Mini 3. It's a derivative of our SOCOM line of suppressors, obviously famous for winning the SOCOM contract, US military, and this is the next iteration with it. The big change is these are a 60% reduction in back pressure compared to the previous models.
But usually you have to give up something if you get something. So by gaining that management of the back pressures, what are you giving up, if anything?
So that's why it's been so long. These things have been in development for several years now. We've had some of the greatest minds working on this problem, but we've put a lot of R&D and a lot of science into these, into making them maintain the performance parameters that the previous ones did. So still extremely accurate, still fast detach. They work on our previous line of SOCOM suppressor adapters or muzzle brakes and flash hiders.
And there's a million of those out there.
100%. And they're super, super durable, just like the previous ones were. They do really good flash reduction, first round and subsequent flashes. Even when they get hot, they maintain your flash reduction capabilities, but it's a 60% reduction in back pressure.
How does all this system work? Because is it a new system within the can?
Yeah, it's a completely new. It's a completely new proprietary baffle design that allows gases to exit around the sides. With a lower back pressure suppressor such as this, you're going to have less toxic gas in your face, so it's a healthier experience. But it's also going to result in a much more clean firearm, a much more reliable firearm, and also a more controllable firearm. You're going to feel it when you shoot it.
What are they made of?
100% Inconel. So
okay.
If you're not familiar with Inconel, it's a high temperature alloy used in Formula One. NASA uses them for their jet nozzles.
Yep.
Basically, it maintains structural integrity when it gets extremely hot. So they're very, very durable. You can beat on them and they're going to keep going.
Now let's get to the shooting. People want to see these things shoot. So to show how much like the gases play an effect, you need lots of rounds down range. So you have something set up for us.
Yeah, so Kyle Lamb has his 1 to 5 drill. It's just a higher round count drill, so you can get a little bit more experience, a little more trigger time with it. Basically 3 targets, 1 target width apart. We're at about 7 meters, and it's 1 shot on the first target, 2 shots on the second target, 3 shots on the third target, come back to the second target and shoot 4, back to the first target and shoot 5. So that's why it's called 1 to 5.
No clue what you just said, but we're gonna run it and give it a go.
Let's give it a shot.
Let's get shooting.
So what'd you think of shooting it?
Well, here's what I noticed with shooting it. I'm not a competitive shooter. This makes me feel like I'm a competitive shooter.
Awesome.
Like the gas mitigation is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a noticeable difference from the previous design of suppressors. You can drive the gun harder, it stays in place much easier, and obviously you have much less gas in your face, which just makes for a much more pleasant, but more importantly, healthy shooting experience.
It's a healthy shooting experience brought to you by SureFire.
That's right.
Check them out, the RC3.
To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.